Howdy y'all, my name is ChucklesTC and welcome back to my World of Outlaws 23 crew mode, where today we're going to be starting in the Midget Series. We're racing at Kokomo, our home race. Let's go ahead and hop into this. So yeah, let's just go ahead and hop in the race, and I'll cut back to you guys once we are there. Okay, we're loaded in here. Let's hop into practice. Our goal time is an 11.801. I mean, we're underway here. And we're just searching for a good result after we've struggled the past couple weeks. We're still top 15 in the season standings, but we should definitely be in the top 10. That's how our car is expected to run. Feel bad about not delivering where I should be in this series, and then we go to street stocks and we're running way better than we should be. Well, we beat our goal time here on our first lap, and I mean, this is one of our best tracks. Until it comes to the race, usually where we'll mess up near the end or on the very start. I mean, we're only going to run a couple laps here. We've ran 3 years at this track. I think it's, 2 dates a year? So we know what to do. And we're just shy of setting a new track record during the day. We haven't really got many new upgrades for the car since we set that record. We're sort of just holding out until the end of the season where we can move up to regionals. Where that's going to be it, we're going back to the start for this. We're going to start to struggle again. But hopefully we're going to be making more money there. Oh no. Okay, final lap of practice here. And we'll beat our goal time on 6 of 8 laps. The fast lap of a 11.291. Oh, and I hit the wrong button. Okay. Let's head on to qualifying, where our goal time is a 11.662. On short runs, we are definitely a lot better. Our first lap, we're about 3/10 too slow. And this lap's looking like we're going to be slower again as we miss the apex of the first turn. Going to cut down about as low as we can through the second and final turns. Come through to qualify P21 with an 11.896. Going into Heat 1 starting in 6th position. Let's go ahead and hop into the heat race now. We need to gain up 1 position to make the main show off the heat race, which I guess is an improvement from last time. Last season we were barely making the main show after having to go to the B main. This season we're at least getting in off the heat races most of the time, if and when we make it. But we just can't pass near as good in these cars. I think it might be because we're used to driving a stock car in the NASCAR series that we used to do. And I'm obviously spent a lot more time in those games. I can just use my bumper to move a car out of my way. And these I can't really. You have to pass a car on track. So we take the white flag here, sitting in 4th. I was going to try to make a huge lunge on Cox there, but we're just going to come through, finish 4th, and move on to the A main, starting in 13th position. That isn't bad. I mean, that's the difference from 13th to 8th, or 9th, I mean. underway here in the A main. We get fired off early, but hit that inside tire, taking some early damage to our left side and our nose. We're gonna ramp up here, and honestly not take really any damage from that. "19 laps to go." We're where we started. We're going to turn green, wash out into the outside wall. We get into the top 10 before the caution flies. We're starting out on P10 to the outside of Cox. We're not great on these restarts, but we gained 2 positions through the first corner. We had to adjust ourselves mid-corner. Murphy ramps up there. We're going to be able to make the move up to P7. He's going to have a faster exit, taking Collins with him. We're going to go back for the overtake on Murphy, but he keeps it sideways or side by side with us. He washes out into us as we're riding the wall. We drop down back to P10. We'll get the position back on Cox. Now as we set up on Murphy and pass him. We look now up the road to Collins, who's just going to keep running away. Like, they have such a better corner exit. If we can hit the lane where they hit, we might be fine. So close there to getting the move on Collins set. Now Murphy catches back up to us and the car spins. We're down into P9 when the caution flies. Now we get the inside on the restart. We're starting like right at the apex. Yeah. We're going to wreck Collins. Luckily we don't pick up too much damage there with the hit to the wall. So a pretty significant amount though. So now we're going to try to pass Murphy. We know we've been faster than him most of the day. Oh no, Collins gets into the rear of us. It's not great exit there, but we're going to get past Murphy up into P7 here. When the car flips up front, we're going to drop down to P8 when the caution flies. Starting P8 now. We're up into P6. But position's all shuffling here. The move on Collins getting up into P5, but Murphy's going to keep fighting for it. Oh no. Going to be sent out into the outside wall, dropping down to P10 from P5 in that corner. Now we're down into P12. As we're coming through to take the white flag. 1 lap to go here from Kokomo. So we come through and finish P10 at the line. Not a great day. We definitely had an 8th place car at best. We just had a lot of tough breaks near the end. Wright gets a position on us at the line, and our rival of Young finishes back in 25th. I'll cut back to you guys on the main menu. Okay, so what all happened? Only moderate driving there. So we'll go and repair the car a bit. Making good impressions with another top 10. And we're headed to the Prairie View Showcase next episode. We're going to shoot for a top 10 for 3 races. So we're going to repair all parts here, then go down and upgrade this. We have one more upgrade left before we start focusing more on the street stock. So now we'll head to the street stock race. Which is at Elm Creek Raceway in Ohio. So we load in here. I'll cut back to you guys once we are there. Okay, loaded in here. Let's go ahead and hop into the race. Or into practice where our goal time is 13.253. And this is going to be a difficult one on these street stock cars. Because even from the midgets we know how dangerous it is and how easy it is to run off track. I mean, we're just hitting the rev limiter. It's so easy around here. I mean, hitting the limiter all the way through the corner is kind of crazy. So now we'll finally have our first excursion off track. And I think we are going to have to lift here in the race. So our fast lap there, but we're still 4/10 off of the goal time. Yeah, we're just stalling out the car, hitting the rev limiter. Especially on the midway through the corner. There we set a really good lap. Then nowhere near as good on our follow-up lap. So when we don't hit the limiter, we're definitely faster. Definitely kept my finger on the pedal way too long there. We're going to get off track a bit there. Okay, we want to be on the... I'm not sure where we want to be on the track right now. So we've run a ton of practice laps, just trying to get a feel for where we need to be. So we're going to come through for our last one here. Dang. Okay. We only beat the goal time once. Or no, twice. The 13.218 and our fast lap of a 13.189. We only get an extra couple of dollars from that, but that means we're running around where we need to run. Our goal time is a 12.913, which is 0.2 faster than our fastest lap. We know what we need to do here, though. Might be easier to do with no traffic. Yeah, a lot of mistakes. Never really had to worry about that, so... We're going to qualify awful here. I mean, what, P30? Jeez. Starting 8th in Heat 2. Eighth out of 10 cars is not great. We'll see what we can do around traffic here. Up into 4th here. Wash out into Jones. He's going to hold on to it. We're going to have a really bad exit. And get on the limiter all this lap. Just going to give them a perfect opportunity to take it from us on the bottom. Ericsson will. And we're going to spin Ericsson. And the caution will fly. We are sitting in 5th position. As we head to a restart with the green-white checkered. Making the show on the line. We're up into 2nd. Cox is going to take it back from us. We're going to have one more corner to make the qualifying dash, and Cox is going to hold on to it, and we're going to drop down to 4th. Finish 4th in Heat 2, starting 14th in the A main. Now on to the A main, starting in 14th. Okay, here in the A main. And we're underway, starting from 14th position. Gonna get in Thompson in the first corner. Really have a bad exit, lose a position, have to go up on, or up off the track. Now we're back up to the rear of Cox. Shoot it deep here on the inside. Getting up into top 10. Ooh, we're getting loose. 10 laps remain already here. So now we're up to right. Oh, but we go off track. We'll lose a ton of positions there, but keep it relatively clean. Drop down to about mid-pack. And we turn hill. Caution will fly. We drop down to P14. Just where we started. So we had a rough couple of laps there to end off the stint. And now racing here from P15. We'll get into Richardson as we hit the rev limiter. We'll shoot it down on Cox again. We're good on restarts, but we just need to keep it kind of clean. 5 laps to go here. We're sitting in 6th. Shoot it inside on Bell. Wright's going to make the move back on the switchback. Bell's turning us. Now she'll get the switch up on us. We drop down to P7th, or 7. We'll get into Wright, who turns himself into Bell. Two laps remaining. We're sitting in P6. Now we're going to lose a position here to Cox. On the inside, we're going to cut him off. Losing time there on track. Having to take a really bad line. And we're going to lose a ton of positions here. Dropping down to 10th with 1 lap to go. So we'll turn Cox there. And we come through the line to finish 6th. That was a bit of a dirty move there as we dropped Cox in the final corner from 6th to all the way back down to 13th as Wright finishes 10th. And winning the race was Mikey Thompson with a super dominant win. We finished 6th overall. We move up to 9th in the season standings. We collect a decent chunk of money, and we'll head back to the main menu. I'll cut back to you guys once we're there. Okay, loaded back here on the main menu. We've got 3 top 15s in a row with harsh driving. I finished 6th there. And now we're on to Kokomo for a showcase out for Brown Pasture Farms and Formax. So what we're going to do next episode, we're going to do the midgets first, then the street stock at our home track. Let's go ahead and repair our parts here. And I'll come back to you guys next episode from Kokomo and from, well, there you see it, racing in Kokomo and Prairie View. Thank you all. Hope you have a good one. Peace.